شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah, amma ba'd. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, إِذَا جَاءَ شَهْرُ رَمَضَانَ فُتِّحَتْ أَبْوَابُ الْجَنَّةِ وَغُلِّقَتْ أَبْوَابُ النَّارِ وَصُفِّرَتِ الشَّيَاطِينِ. That when the month of Ramadan comes, the gates of Jannah are wide open, and the gates of the hellfire are shut, and the shayateen, the rebellious shaitans, are tied up. If you think about this, this indicates to us that this month of immense blessing that we are about to enter, it's a month that causes profound changes across Allah's creation, across the universe. The positivity, the light, the khairat, the good things and the virtuous things that emerge from His Jannah, filling the universe. And likewise, the negativity, the torment, all of that evil that is inherent in the hellfire, being shut for an entire month from us. I mean, it's a period of immense opportunity. It's a mawsim, it's a season where the one who is seeking good, who is seeking to improve themselves, will make sure that it does not miss them. Just as some of the seasons across the world, people look out for them to capitalize and to get the things that they need. What about us in this world? Allah said, وَتَزَوَّدُوا فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الزَّادِ التَّقْوَى. Indeed, seek provision and increase yourselves in the provision. For indeed, the best of provisions is taqwa, the piety of Allah. This is the month of piety. This is the month that trains us to perfect, to acquire, and to accentuate ourselves upon this piety. Because Allah said, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا كُتِبَ عَلَيْكُمُ الصِّيَامُ كَمَا كُتِبَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. O you who believe, indeed the month of Ramadan has been legislated upon you. It's been obligated upon you, as it was made obligatory upon the previous nations. Why? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So that you may have piety, so you may have this taqwa, so that you may develop it. Taqwa, al-amalu bi ta'atillah, which is essentially fi'l al-awamir, taken care of or doing the things that Allah has commanded you to do, and tark al-nawahi, and leaving the things that Allah has prohibited you from. This is the month for it. I would like to say to you, dear brother, dear sister in Islam, if you are honest to yourself, for indeed, each one of us, بَلِ الْإِنسَانُ عَلَى نَفْسِهِ بَصِيرًا, Allah said, indeed the human being is most knowing of him or herself. You know yourself better than anybody. If you look deep inside yourself and you recognize that there's a need for you to change, or maybe you don't even realize that, you are perhaps one of those people who look outside, who look externally to them, and you look at what's going on in this world. This is the broad message to both Muslims and non-Muslims. So if you see, for example, that the coronavirus pandemic is wreaked havoc across the whole globe, climate change, the socio-economic disparities, the growing health, the growing rich-poor divide. These are issues that cut across all communities across the globe. Or if you look at certain oppressed communities, persecuted brethren in faith, in the East and in the West, and you look at yourself and you're like, what can we do to change this? You know what Allah says? Allah said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُغَيِّرُ مَا بِقَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. That Allah does not change the condition of a people until they change that which is within themselves. So Allah is indicating to you that the paradigm, the methodology of change, the healthy and the wholesome one, because there are different methodologies that people try to implement. But the Quranic methodology is the methodology that begins with the self, internal change. Why? Because that's the only thing that you can really for most of the case. You do not have the authority or the power or the influence to change that which is going on, politically, socially, economically. But you have the power, you have the agency, you have the ability to change that within yourself. So start changing there. And when you change there, you look at what's going to happen around you. You look at what happens to your family relations. You see what happens to your kith and kin. You look at how your interaction with your neighbors and your community is going to change. This is the month for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the courage, the ability, the energy, the vigor, the sincerity to fast it in good faith. As the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban. Whoever fasted Ramadan with faith, ihtisaban, seeking the reward of Allah, غُفِرَ لَهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِهِ. Then that which preceded them in terms of their shortcomings, sins and errors, Allah forgives them. What a great month. May Allah make us among those. May He make us among those who look out for each other. And may He make us successful in this life and the next. هذا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا.